So I noticed here in recent months, probably about 2 or 3 months ago, Colombia, I believe, implemented a rule for foreigners that are going to go to their country. They got to prove bank account funds. You know what I mean? And I believe Bali just did something the same thing. I just watched JB Passport's video about it. Bali's doing the same thing. I also believe. If anybody on my platform knows anybody in the government and you want to suggest this video so that maybe they can do something about it, I believe that this should be done in the Philippines as well. I believe if you want to come to the Philippines for vacation, then as a tourist, then you should have at minimum for every 30 days that you wish to stay in the Philippines, you should have a minimum of $10,000. Or a pension or something, that where you can rely on some money because emergencies happen. If you end up in the hospital, you're gonna have to pay that bill, or they are not gonna let you out. From my understanding, there's some loopholes. I don't know, but anyway. But there's things that happen while you're on vacation. You know what I mean? So I believe at bare minimum, the extensions in the Philippines, tourist extensions, are every 60 days. So I believe if you're going into immigration should force you to pull up your bank app, and show them proof of funds of what's in your bank. And if for every 30 days you're requesting, there should be at least $10,000 per 30-day period that you're requesting. That's just my opinion on the matter, or some type of pension, whatever you get from back in the U.S., Social Security, disability, military pension, employment pension, whatever it may be. That's just my opinion. Might be a hot take. There's probably going to be a lot of foreigners that disagree with me on it, but that's just my opinion on the matter. I believe that there are some foreigners that will come over here with 5,000, maybe even 10,000, but they'll stay for an extended period of time trying to stretch that money, and they end up broke, homeless, and a burden to the government that allowed them to come here in the first place. They're not an asset to your economy. They're not an asset to your country. They're now a liability. If you come to the Philippines and you have less than $10,000 per every 30 days you're asking to stay in that country, you are not an asset to the economy of that country. You're a liability. And that's just my opinion on it. That might be a hot take, but there might be people that disagree with my sentiment here. But I believe every time that you go to the immigration, they should force you to pull up your bank account, and for every 30-day period that you're requesting to extend your visa, you should have to show funds or a pension, a decent pension in order to stay here, because there's no reason for a foreigner to come to your country here in the Philippines and then burden the system, burden your country with going broke and then causing problems, whatever it may be, right? But that's just my opinion on the matter, and I feel like the Philippines should 100% do that. It would get rid of a lot of the riffraff that wants to come here, the foreigners, as some people like to say, poor foreigners, coming here and then causing problems and becoming a burden to the system, ended up in the hospital, can't pay the hospital bill, et cetera, right? So that's just my opinion on the matter, and tell me what you guys think.